Welcome everyone to Los Angeles, California. This is the Intuit Dome, and war will be going on right here in this very building on our next premium live event, Survivor Series. But we are also here for tonight's SmackDown episode 20. And we will kick things off with a Wargames advantage match between Team Seth Rollins and Team Jon Moxley. But we're going to get the reveal of their teams while they make their entrances. Also tonight, Trick Williams, who will face Ray Phoenix at Survivor Series for the United States Championship, will take on Rusev one-on-one singles action. LA Knight is live ahead of his title match against John Cena in our main event. Charlotte Flair takes on Tiffany Stratton, the undisputed women's champion, in a Wargames advantage match. At Survivor Series, it will be Team Seth Rollins taking on Team Jon Moxley in a Wargames match. And up next, their Wargames advantage match, live in Los Angeles at the Intuit Dome for episode 20. Well, would you look at this star-studded lineup? Jon Moxley as our captain, leading the way for his team. And look at his team. We have one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the Usos. And then the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. I am quite actually curious of what Seth Rollins might have pulled off, because AJ Styles, the Usos, and Jon Moxley, that screams unbeatable. I mean, at Wargames, this team might just win it all. But I'm quite excited to see the Visionaries' vision. The Visionaries' vision of what an excellent team can be. Let's see. Oh, this is the perfect counterattack by Seth Rollins. He picks the Wyatt Six, Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan, who have beef with the Usos. I'm sure the Usos aren't happy about that. And then there's AJ Styles on the other side, who has beef with this man right here, the Viper, Randy Orton. Oh my God. But up next, it's a traditional 4v4 elimination tag team matchup. And, well, the winner of this match will get the advantage for the next episode, which is, by the way, Survivor Series Wargames episode 21, where these teams will battle it out in Wargames. But tonight, it's an elimination 8-man tag. So let's do this. Look at these stacked teams, and these stacked teams will go at it starting tonight. So let's go. LA gets a treat, an early treat, with this traditional 4v4 match. So Jon Moxley and Seth Rollins starting here in this match. These men hate each other, and they're going to go at it to kick things off. Seth Rollins trying to tackle Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley with some kicks in the midsection. And now Seth Rollins with a drop kick to Moxley. And Seth Rollins tags Eric Rowan, a member of the Wyatt Six, and Jon Moxley going to take care of him right away. But Uncle Howdy saving his brother from the Wyatt Six. Eric Rowan, who got hit with a sort of modified Dirty Deeds. And now Moxley is putting pressure. Oh my God, just assaulting Eric Rowan. And now going for yet another pin to eliminate Eric Rowan, but a kick out at 2.5, and Moxley's shocked. Moxley thought he had him. And Moxley just Irish whipping his opponent, but Eric Rowan was able to reverse and trying to tackle Moxley in the corner, but Moxley reversing, and now a DDT by John. And now Moxley going to tag Jey Uso, sort of telling him, go take care of your business with the Wyatt Six. Again, the Wyatt Six on the last episode lost their tag team titles against New Catch Republic due to an interference of the Usos. So the Wyatt Six definitely mad at the Usos. And definitely happy that Seth Rollins chose them to participate in this Wargames match. You know, so that they could get revenge on the Usos. But Jey Uso spearing the legal man in this match, which is Uncle Howdy. But now Randy Orton and Seth Rollins making sure that nothing happens. And now Seth Rollins tried to go for a stomp, but it was interrupted. And now Jey Uso super kicking Seth Rollins, who's not even the legal man in this match. Jey Uso now turning back his attention to Uncle Howdy with a huge super kick. And now Jey Uso getting ready for possibly yet another super kick to Uncle Howdy. And yes, he hits it. And now Eric Rowan's back in this matchup. And now going for a choke slam. Just chaos to start this match. Welcome back to CJ SmackDown. We've gotten 2 eliminations. Actually, 3 eliminations. Eric Rowan from Team Rollins has been eliminated. And Jimmy Uso and the captain, Jon Moxley, has been eliminated. I mean, just insane. Insane matchup to start off. And guess who eliminated Jon Moxley? None other than Seth freaking Rollins, who got the upper hand against Moxley tonight. But now it's up to AJ Styles and Jey Uso to try and undergo a certain miracle. A certain strategy that can lead them to a miracle, because now it's a 2v3. Don't forget, later on tonight, we have Trick Williams going one-on-one against a debuting Rusev. Also, John Cena and LA Knight are under the same roof, so what is going to happen? And in our main event, Charlotte Flair against Tiffany Stratton, the Wargames Advantage match. And now Uncle Howdy has taken care of Jey Uso. And Jey Uso's going to try to do something. AJ Styles trying to help. And now Jey Uso Irish whipping Uncle Howdy to the ropes. And now spearing Uncle Howdy. That's exactly what Jey Uso needed. And now going for the pin. And Jey Uso eliminates Uncle Howdy. And now Randy Orton's the legal man. It's now a 2v2. Randy Orton and Seth Rollins against Jey Uso and AJ Styles. Uncle Howdy just got eliminated. And now it's a 50-50. Who's gonna win it all? Who's getting the advantage? The really important advantage at Wargames. We're gonna find out here. And now Jey Uso tackling Randy Orton. Now Randy Orton delivering a strike to Jey Uso. Many strikes. And now trying to gain some momentum. But now Jey Uso trying to go for a German suplex. Randy Orton now with a roll-up to Jey Uso. Randy rolls Uso up. And Randy Orton eliminates the Yeet Man, Jey Uso, with a roll-up. And AJ Styles now is alone. AJ Styles has to pin both Randy Orton, his rival, and Seth freaking Rollins, the team captain. And AJ Styles pinning Randy Orton. Can this be it for Randy? But Randy Orton kicks out. Seth Rollins watches his teammate for Wargames, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles now taking down Randy Orton. It's the next Premium Live event, episode 21, live on YouTube, 2-night event. It will be quite the weekend right here in the hit window. And now Randy able to tag Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins dodging AJ Styles' clothesline attempt. And now AJ Styles trying to drop kick Seth Rollins, but it's Seth Rollins now with a huge right knee to the face, to the jaw of the Phenomenal One. And can this be it? Absolutely not. Seth Rollins' team doesn't get a Wargames advantage just yet. Seth with a super kick to AJ. And now telling Randy, come in the ring to hit an RKO. And Seth freaking Rollins. AJ kicks out at 1. Are we serious? Styles kicks out at 1. Seth Rollins is mad now. Seth Rollins just told Randy Orton to pick up a table, I believe, because that's what exactly Randy's doing here. As Seth Rollins trying to make AJ Styles tap out. But AJ Styles is fighting back here with a little forearm. Springboard forearm to Seth Rollins. And now Seth Rollins reverses AJ Styles' attempt. And Seth Rollins now has AJ Styles in a powerbomb position. The table's placed outside of the ring. I know exactly where this is going. And Seth Rollins, no, powerbombs AJ Styles through the table. Oh my God. And now the announcer's table is cleared up. And now Randy Orton and Seth Rollins trying to put AJ Styles through that announcer's table. But AJ Styles is like broken in half here. And they're trying to put him through the table. But AJ Styles is a fighter. And now AJ Styles is trying to prevent himself from possibly going through the announcer's table. Randy Orton and Seth Rollins are making sure that AJ Styles will go at least on the announcer's table, because they've been trying for so long, and Randy puts Styles on the announcer's table. Randy Orton and Styles are on the announcer's table. That just calls for danger here. But Styles again, AJ Styles getting out of a dangerous situation. But for how long can he do that? And Randy Orton accidentally hitting Seth freaking Rollins. It seems like they're not on the same page here. Randy and Seth not on the same page. But now Seth Rollins back in the ring. And now Styles with a roll-up. And Seth kicks out. AJ Styles could have pinned Rollins there. And now AJ Styles with a huge Pele kick to Seth Rollins. And now the phenomenal one. Going for a Styles Clash. Styles Clash on Seth freaking Rollins, and he connects. AJ Styles. And yes, Styles pins Seth Rollins, is down to the two rivals, Styles and Orton. Who's going to win it for their team? Will Randy Orton win it for Team Seth Rollins, or will AJ Styles win it for Team Jon Moxley? It's time to find out. But now Randy Orton. Oh yeah, his signature move. Yeah. Boom. The Viper strikes. But now it's time for the Viper to kill. As Randy Orton goes for an RKO. AJ Styles with an elbow. And now Randy Orton reversing into a German suplex. Whoa. What a sequence. And what a treat of an opening match Los Angeles is getting here. What an opening contest. And now Randy Orton with a steel chair. He's not allowed to do that. And the referee is just going to grab the chair. And Randy Orton's mad. But that's the rules, man. You cannot use any weapons here. AJ Styles going for... Whoa. Possibly a pop-up Styles Clash. And Randy Orton for an RKO. Now both men just reversing each other's finishing moves. They know that all it takes is one finishing move for the end. And now AJ Styles with a suplex. No, into a neck breaker. Whoa. Styles still got it, that's for sure. And Randy Orton as well. I mean, these two men just proving how, age is just a number. They're just still as good as they were like 20 years ago. And now Randy Orton is fuming now. Randy Orton knows he has to end it right here. If not, he's gonna run out of gas. And the Viper does not want that to happen. Now, Randy Orton, is he... Yeah, I was about to say, is Randy Orton going to suicide dive? That is just not typical Randy. But now Randy Orton striking AJ Styles. AJ Styles trying to go for a little dropkick targeting the legs. But now AJ Styles taking Randy Orton down on the mat. With a back suplex, and now Styles going for a body slam, but Randy Orton reversing into an inverted DDT. And now Randy Orton with those famous right boots to the whole body of Styles. And now Randy Orton to win it for Team Seth Rollins. Goes for an RKO, but AJ Styles reversing into a body slam. And AJ Styles getting his momentum back and now taking down Randy Orton. AJ Styles for a powerbomb, but Randy Orton reversing it yet again, and Randy RKO. An RKO by Randy Orton, and just like that, Randy Orton wins it, and Team Seth Rollins will get the Wargames advantage at Survivor Series. What an opening match. And Randy Orton, from start to finish, was absolutely ruthless and amazing. And man, just the enigma to have for the whole match is just insane. But that's what the Viper does. That's what the Viper does best. His endurance is unmatched. And he showed it. He showed it to AJ Styles. He showed it to Moxley. He showed it to the Usos. And he showed it to his team captain, Seth Rollins, who must be quite proud, because Wargames advantage is one of the key factors to a victory. Congratulations to Randy Orton and his team.
Just take the grease. All your touches, you are guilty. All the bosses, I'm a fighter. All your beggars will have losses. Politicians, all the liars. I see darkness falling. I hear voices calling. I feel justice crawling. I see faith has fallen. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me.
Everyone played their part in this matchup, but again, the one that won it all was Randy Orton. And he should get all the praise. But up next, Trick Williams against Rusev. First time ever match. Let's go. This is like honestly the worst thing that can happen to Trick Williams on the road to his United States title match opportunity against Rey Fenix at Survivor Series. It's the worst thing to happen, to face the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev, just days before Survivor Series. So Rey Fenix definitely happy that Trick Williams is getting into this fight with Rusev. That is for sure. Rey Fenix is ecstatic about that. And you know, Rey Fenix, we haven't seen him since Bad Blood when he defeated Penta. So Rey Fenix is just living life right now, getting ready for his match against Survivor Series. And now Rusev gets to, you know, give Rey Fenix some help. But anyways, let's see if Trick Williams can defeat this monster that is Rusev. And Rusev making his debut matchup right here against Trick Williams as both men lock it in. Little side note, Trick Williams for 2 episodes in a row has defeated Shinsuke Nakamura, one of the greats, in strong style wrestling, and just one of the greatest superstars of all time, period. One of the most underrated superstars of all time, period. Shinsuke Nakamura is one of the GOATs of wrestling. But Trick Williams was able to defeat him twice. So that's I mean, he's undefeated. Trick Williams is undefeated. Let's see if he can stay undefeated here against Rusev. And I feel it may be possibly a tougher task. Not because of Rusev being just better than Shinsuke Nakamura, but Rusev is just a little more vicious and more ruthless, and that's something that Trick Williams cannot escape tonight, I feel like. But so far, Trick Williams doing not so bad here, sort of matching whatever Rusev is doing here. Now, Trick Williams targeting, again, the left arm of Rusev, putting some pressure on the left arm of Rusev, but Rusev is fighting back here with a strike to the midsection. Now, both men doing some chain wrestling Yet again, Rusev putting Trick Williams to the ropes. The ref has to stop it here. And now Rusev with a huge strike to Trick Williams. And now Trick Williams with a chop. And now Trick Williams, he tried to take Rusev down and out of the ring. But Rusev with a super kick to the back of Williams. And now a rope break, good call by the referee. And now Trick Williams with a strike to the midsection. And now Irish whips Rusev, and Trick Williams, what is he looking to do here? Shoulder tackles Rusev, but Rusev with a takedown. And that's what I'm talking about. Rusev's moves won't look pretty. They won't look perfect. But man, are they just so violent. They're ugly, but they're violent. And now Rusev, look at this. Just belly-to-belly suplex to Trick Williams. And now Rusev on the middle rope here. And now trying to kick Trick Williams. And he does now. And now Trick getting attacked by Rusev's shoulder tackle. And for the win, Rusev. Oh my goodness, 2.5. I feel Trick Williams might have done that on purpose just to gain that a little additional second of rest, I believe. But now Rusev tackling Trick Williams. And Trick Williams is trying to fight back. Just remember, he has a match against Rey Fenix at Survivor Series. And it's a shot at the United States Championship. So this is like Trick Williams' biggest match in his entire career. But he has to fight Rusev just days before. So, maybe not the greatest scenario for Trick Williams. But right here, spearing Rusev outside of the ring. Can Trick Williams keep his momentum? And welcome back to SmackDown. This is Trick Williams against Rusev live in Los Angeles at the Intuit Dome. The Intuit Dome, the same arena that will host Survivor Series, our next premium live event. Actually, our next episode 21. Because this is, right here, episode 20. And now Rusev has to get back in the ring. And, well, that's a win for Trick Williams, I guess. I don't think that's what Trick Williams wanted. And Rusev just didn't seem, I don't know if he was aware of the count or if he just didn't want to go inside of the ring and just let himself lose. But an awkward ending. But Trick Williams, I guess, maybe he likes it? Possibly?
Can't you see I'm easily bothered by persistence? One step from lashing out at you. You want to get under my skin.
The megastar LA Knight is here live in LA. But again, he has a match against John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. I would like to see his reaction to Cena involving a special guest referee in their match. The undisputed champion John Cena is here. What does he have to say? Goosebumps? What is he talking about? An LA Knight hitting Cena with a microphone. LA Knight hits Cena with a microphone. Now Cena fighting back. And look at both of them. Just going. And trading blows. These men just cannot wait until Survivor Series. They just can't. And LA Knight with a deadly blow to Cena. Yeah. And LA Knight stands tall. At least for now, as Cena gets back up on his feet. But now LA Knight with a clothesline to Cena. LA Knight is pissed. LA Knight is pissed that Cena involved a special guest referee of his choosing, at Survivor Series. So LA Knight will see Cena in this very building at Survivor Series, and the Undisputed Championship will be on the line. The question is, who will be the special guest referee? But all we know is that Cena pinning LA Knight, for him, that scenario gives him goosebumps. Let's take a look at the updated Survivor Series match card. We are days away from our third Premium Live event in the Siege Universe mode. Roman Reigns and his team will go on to battle Solo Sikoa's Bloodline in a Wargames matchup. Team Roman Reigns has the advantage. Also, CM Punk will defend the World Heavyweight Championship, probably the toughest challenge yet, as he faces Ilya Dragunov and Drew McIntyre in a triple threat. The world title obviously on the line. Also, Carlito will go on against Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio hasn't showed up recently and hasn't showed up for the Judgment Day. Well, Carlito is now out of the Judgment Day and he wants to teach Dominic a lesson. By the way, these matches, we don't know if they're night 1 or night 2. Haunted Jake and the Skeleton will make the announcement, I guess, very soon on social media. Also, Team Jade Cargill goes on to take on Team Liv Morgan. Their members are yet to be announced. They will be revealed at Survivor Series. Also, Team Seth Rollins will go on against Team Jon Moxley, as we saw earlier before. Team Seth Rollins will have the advantage. Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and the Wyatt Six will take on Jon Moxley, the Usos, and AJ Styles. Team Charlotte Flair goes on against Team Rhea Ripley in the Wargames match. We will find out up next who will have the advantage. Team Rhea Ripley consists of Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton and Bayley, while Team Charlotte Flair consists of Io Sky and Naomi and one mystery member. John Cena defends the Undisputed Championship against LA Knight, the special guest referee. That's the question that we're we're all asking who will be that special guest referee. Rey Fenix will defend the United States Championship against Trick Williams, the #1 contender. Rey Fenix, we haven't seen him since Bad Blood, where he defeated Penta to claim that United States Championship. It will be his first title defense. Also, another first title defense, it's Big Bronson Reed, who defends the Intercontinental Championship against both Joe Hendry and Finn Balor. But now let's move backstage. LA Knight, who just finished his match. We're trying to get a word with LA Knight. He didn't finish his match. He finished his promo with Cena, and now... Who is this? Who in the hell is that? A white hooded man with a hockey stick assaulting LA Knight? Black pants, black gloves. We can't see his... We don't know... Who is this? And now setting up LA Knight. The rock bottom on the table. Who is this man? Security, get this dude. He's running away. What just happened? Who? What? How? When? Where? Whoa. So many. What? I have no words. I'm speechless. Up next, though, Charlotte Flair takes on Tiffany Stratton in a Wargames advantage match. Who will get the advantage for Wargames? Look, I'm sorry. I just need a little break. From what happened, this mystery man attacked LA Knight backstage. I'll give you guys updates for sure. But look, up next, Tiffany Stratton, our undisputed women's championship, faces this woman right who she's been very dominant recently. She has to continue that for sure. Charlotte Flair against Tiffy. Up next. Tiffany Stratton, the undisputed women's champion, who has been quite on a run. I mean, she claimed back her women's title at SummerSlam, as we remember, beating Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair. And now, since then, I mean, she's defended at Bad Blood against Trish Stratus in a friendly matchup, and Tiffany, she just showed why she's the best. Right, and Trish Stratus acknowledged that, and they paid each other some respect. And also, Tiffany also defended against Bayley recently in a star-studded matchup. But at Wargames, Charlotte Flair's team against Rhea Ripley's team, stacked teams from each side. But now it's time to know who gets the advantage. Well, is it Team Charlotte Flair, or will Tiffany Stratton do it for Rhea Ripley's team and get the advantage, as both are locking it in to kick things off? And now it's Charlotte Flair with a roll-up. Possible to win it early here. And now Tiffany Stratton reversing it into her own roll-up. And look at Charlotte Flair's strength to dodge that bullet and reverse it into her own roll-up once again. Now, Tiffany Stratton with a dropkick to the midsection of Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte Flair with a kick to the face of Tiffy. And Tiffany Stratton taking down Charlotte Flair. Back first on the mat. And look at Tiffy with her submission move. And Charlotte Flair is going to avoid it. And chop Tiffany Stratton. And both women exchanging chops again. Charlotte Flair. Chop is a move that she's used a lot in her career, paying tribute to her father, Ric Flair. Look at both women. And now Charlotte Flair with that final blow. Charlotte Flair goes on the top rope. And Charlotte Flair from the top rope, shooting star press. Oh my God. And a kick out at 2 by Tiffany Stratton, but that was quite the move from Charlotte Flair, with Tiffany Stratton getting back up and taking the Queen down. As now Tiffany hits a suplex on Charlotte Flair. And Tiffany Stratton doing what Charlotte Flair does not want at all. Charlotte Flair wants a slow-paced matchup that goes all in her favor, quite like that. And now Flair with a clothesline, but Tiffany Stratton reverses it to her own drop kick. Now Tiffany Stratton rolls in the ring. An Irish whips Charlotte Flair, and another body slam by Tiffany Stratton. And now Tiffany Stratton with a clothesline to Charlotte Flair, taking her down, sending her outside of the ring. Tiffany Stratton goes outside with Charlotte Flair. And look at Tiffany Stratton with her signature move, Alabama Slam. And now sending her to the steel steps. Again, this match has huge implications for Wargames. It's going to decide who has the Wargames advantage, which is an important factor heading into War, for sure. It's definitely gives you confidence. And it sort of gives you a relief, at least for the team that has the advantage, not for the other team. The other team is quite in a hole if they don't have the advantage. But now Tiffany Stratton doesn't want this match to end in a DQ. Will send Charlotte Flair back in the ring. And now Tiffany Stratton, Irish whip Charlotte Flair to the corner. Tiffany Stratton with a chop to Charlotte Flair. And now Tiffany Stratton has Charlotte Flair where she wants her to be. And oh my God! Tiffany Stratton for the win, but a kick out at 2 by Charlotte Flair. Now Tiffany Stratton is going to exit the ring and go back and possibly to go jump high in the sky. And now Tiffany Stratton with a huge dropkick, missed completely. And Charlotte Flair is going to take the advantage back in this matchup. And now Charlotte Flair, look at her strength and power, delivers a powerbomb for the win. But a kick out by Tiffany. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to SmackDown. This is episode 20. Tiffany Stratton, the women's champion, going up against Charlotte Flair to determine who has the advantage at Survivor Series Wargames. Charlotte Flair now, who just had a natural bulldog, now hits her natural selection for the win. This could be it. This could be it for Tiffany Stratton. But Charlotte Flair couldn't get the job done. At least not yet. Now Charlotte Flair, look at that. Oh! Sort of a neck breaker, but a weird one. And now going for a roll-up. Tiffany, a kick out at 1. A short kick out at 1. And now Tiffany Stratton has Charlotte Flair up on her shoulder. Charlotte Flair dodges it though. Reversing, getting out of the way. And now Tiffany Stratton trying to go for it again. But yet again, Charlotte Flair reverses. This time elbows to the head of Tiffany Stratton. But now Flair with a huge punch. to Tiffy, and now a moonsault. Oh my god! Tiffy got out of the way, and Tiffany Stratton still got hit with a moonsault. That's how impressive that was by Charlotte Flair. And now Charlotte Flair has Tiffany where she wants, and she tackled the referee. Charlotte Flair accidentally tackling the referee, and now Tiffany Stratton. No, look back. Look back. Oh, Charlotte Flair almost hit Tiffany Stratton with the chair. While the referee was down, Charlotte Flair tried to take an advantage, by looking at... sorry, I'm losing my words. From the referee being down, Charlotte Flair tried to take advantage of that situation, but instead, Tiffany Stratton fights back and won't let Charlotte Flair cheat, And the ref, seeing the chair, will send it back where it belongs. Charlotte Flair with an elbow to the face of Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte Flair with a roll-up. Charlotte Flair for the victory. But a slow count by the ref. Slow count by the ref, and now Tiffany Stratton with a chop, and now Tiffany with a power bomb to Charlotte Flair, and Tiffany Stratton climbs the top rope, hits an elbow drop, a tribute to the Macho Man for the victory in LA, but Charlotte Flair kicks out at 2. What a main event here between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. Tiffy, who hit a swanton bomb, a springboard swanton. Charlotte Flair keeps kicking out, and Tiffany Stratton's asking herself, what can I do more to put the queen down? As Tiffany Stratton just bashes Charlotte's head on the turnbuckle pad. But Charlotte Flair trying to trip Tiffy. But Tiffany says no, and it looks like it will be Tiffy time once again to get the advantage for Rhea Ripley's team. But Tiffany Stratton wants to deal more damage to Charlotte Flair. She wants to deal some more. But Charlotte Flair avoids all of that and got out of the ring. That was a smart move by Charlotte Flair and a not so smart move by Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton possibly had the match done. She had the victory. Now with a Russian leg sweep, and Tiffany Stratton just assaulting Charlotte Flair. Tiffany Stratton wants to put the queen down tonight. She's not even waiting until Wargames and to do it as a team. She wants to do it alone right here. And Tiffany Stratton with a double axe handle to the neck of Charlotte Flair. And for the win here. But Charlotte Flair kicks out. Flair continuously kicking out. And now Tiffany Stratton is just going to try something else here. Look at that. He'd be looking like a Christmas tree out there with that submission move. And now Tiffany Stratton attempting to roll on top of Flair, but Charlotte Flair with a backbreaker. And now she's gotten the edge yet again. And now Flair putting Tiffany on top of that top rope. That makes sense. And now Flair reversing Tiffany's punch, and now Charlotte Flair with a natural selection, the second one. The second natural selection from Charlotte Flair, and I believe Charlotte Flair might pin the champion. But, Tiffany kicks out at 2. What an outstanding main event. Don't forget, our next Premium Live event is our next episode, Survivor Series Wargames in Los Angeles, right here at the Intuit Dome. And I am quite excited, as now both women are outside of the ring, and Charlotte Flair clearing up the announcer's table. It means that something's about to go down, as Flair sends Tiffany to the announcer's table, putting her on top of it, and now Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton are both on top of the announcer's table. Now Charlotte Flair, oh no, hits a suplex from the announcer's table onto the bare floor. And Charlotte Flair might have just broken Tiffany Stratton's back there. I must have heard as now Flair's on the top rope, looking to hit a diving move. Oh my goodness, but now Tiffany Stratton reversing it and sending Flair down. Flair might be injured here. But Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, is she here? What is she doing? And now Flair from the back. Charlotte Flair was able to get back up and hitting a third natural selection. What did we just witness here? As now Flair with the pin. And that's a pinfall. That's a 3 count. And Charlotte Flair picks up the win in our main event. And Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Naomi, and a mystery superstar will get the advantage in the Wargames matchup. All because of Trish Stratus. And I will need some explanation here. I will need some explanation. Not only myself, but the rest of the fans. Because it's like Trish Stratus, if we've all seen the same thing, if we've all watched the same thing right now, right here in LA, we just witnessed Trish Stratus helping Charlotte Flair. Come on, Trish. I thought Trish Stratus was a... Anyways. I mean, Trish Stratus did not even show up. Her theme song played, so was it even Trish Stratus? Was it maybe Charlotte Flair as buddies, Naomi and Io Sky, that possibly played a button? And are they trolling us? What? I don't know. There's a lot of questions. This SmackDown offered us a lot of questions, from that moment to the Trick Williams and Rusev countout to the mystery.